Guys, this is Geek Pop, and I'm a huge fan of the game Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Before I started, I wanted to acknowledge that there are a lot of challenges that we're facing in this world right now. Things are not great in the USA. I'm hopeful that things will improve. One thing that has helped me during these times of isolation has been to have a community online that I can just have a bit of fun with. I know not everyone has this, but for me it has helped, keep my sanity. Lately, there's been a lot of controversy going on with the game, and it's pretty obvious that it isn't in great shape now. I think some of this may have to do with the current situation the world is in right now. I really don't know. Pretty much everyone has been impacted one way or another, and I know it can't have made things easier. In any case, it really should be an exciting time for this game because we just got word that the most iconic character in all of the Star Wars saga will be arriving in the game in just a few days. Now, before I talk about the new character, I want to talk about the controversy first, and then we'll end on a high note. So, on to the controversy. There are a couple things going on. First, CG, the developer of the game, has cut off almost all communication with the community. Everything is cut off to the point that there really aren't conversations going on with the community. I think the reason for this is that there's been some frustration over the type and quality of the content that's been released over the last 9 months. A lot that content, specifically the Galactic Legends, is extremely difficult to get right away unless you spend lots of money, and then the gameplay, the actual event itself, is a little bit kind of seemed hacked together and not as fun as you would expect for something that is bringing in or expect to bring in that much money for the game. So bad communication, and it seems to be a reaction to this backlash from the community over these kind of poor decisions that we kind of are noticing in the game. And the other one, we have AhnaldT, who has just gone through a pretty painful experience. He's one of the, if not the most influential content creators for Galaxy Heroes. In trying to do his job the best he knew how, and without, he ended up violating the terms of service. And at least this is my understanding, Capital Games, or EA, was not forgiving and also not very communicative with him, and they ended up banning one of his accounts that he used to create content because that particular account was previously owned. So they're making it very difficult for AhnaldT to do his job, which is mostly about making them money. Sure, he benefits as well, I'm sure, but I guarantee that he's made more money for them than he has made for himself. So, to AhnaldT, I want to let you know something. I'm a fan. You have made me super excited about the game in the past, and over some of the events. Part of my hope in making this video is to let you know that I have enjoyed enjoyed the content you created, and I hope that you can get back to helping us in the community have fun playing this game again soon. There's a definite cloud hanging over all of us right now, and I think you could help bring the light back in. If nothing else, you've given me and so many others countless hours of entertainment. Thank you so much for that. To CG, EA, Disney, Lucasfilms, developers, managers, shareholders, whatever, this is without a doubt an awesome game. The fact that it is Star Wars has a lot to do with it, but it has brought some of the most fun gaming moments of my life, and I got to share those with, some of those moments with a little community of other Star Wars fans. The raids are really fun. Some of the most strategic, challenging play as a group that, working together that I've ever experienced. Planning and strategizing, to have that moment of finally finishing the Sith raid, or before that the tank raid. Those were really exciting, fun times. I've also had my own fun individual moments. Every time I completed a heroic or legendary event, I felt just a little sense of accomplishment that has made that day a bit more exciting. So to CG or EA or whoever is in charge of this game, really, I sincerely hope that you're trying to make this right and not just squeezing every penny out before you turn out the lights. I think this game can continue to be very profitable if you let your developers and artists work. With a game this old, I understand that you may need to make drastic changes sometimes, and from the communication that is coming out, it seems to be that is what you're doing. I trust the developers. I think they can make things good again if you let them try. The game could really have a lot of life in it still. And it can still make you a bunch of money. Make smart choices. I think you should try and find some trusted members in the online community and make nice with them. AhnaldT is the obvious choice. Yes, he'll be honest with you. Yes, sometimes he's going to say things that you don't want to hear, but he is trusted, and the community trusts him. If he has a positive attitude about playing this game, then people will listen and will play this game. And if he continues to be frustrated with nothing but silence from you, people will get that message too, and many will quit playing. I know some in our guild have already. They may come back, but who knows? If you ignore the community, bottom line, eventually this game will fail. So I get that he, AhnaldT violated the terms of service. Okay, you have to ban that account. Fine. I understand that you can't allow things like that to knowingly occur, but somehow I think you need to acknowledge the value that he has provided over the years. Start with some common courtesy and see where that gets you. Remember that humans are playing this game, not just the dollars they spend. So, with that out of the way, let's move on to the fun part. Also slightly controversial because of how it was released. Late on Friday, with a puzzle and nothing else, a tiny little announcement on Monday, confirming that Jedi Luke was finally here. People should have been so excited. I remember with the Revan events, it was amazing, awesome, fun. And with this, it's almost just been kind of depressing. But I want to get past that. I am excited. Jedi Luke, fantastic. For me, this was a big part of my childhood. I was around 12 years old, and Luke really was one of my heroes growing up. Jedi Luke Skywalker is the reason why many of us play this game. I'm not talking about the character. I'm talking about what Luke Skywalker stood for. The memories and the excitement that were created by that character, by George Lucas, really. But Luke gave us that message. Luke had to come into his own. He, and he did that as he emerged in those opening scenes of Return of the Jedi. And he had grown up from that reckless kid on a farm. He was now a Jedi Master. So Luke taught me some important lessons as a Jedi Knight. He taught me courage, and he taught me that I could do difficult things. Most importantly, I think, he taught me to trust in the goodness of human beings. He trusted that there was still good in the villain that was his father in Darth Vader. And those things that I learned are still things that I live by even today. I trust that people are good in their hearts. So that's really why I wanted to make this video. Corporations and empires may be evil, but most people are really good at their core. I believe that. They may be misguided at times by their dark side, but if they can be reminded, then they might just be able to turn things around. So let's turn it around. I'm really excited about Jedi Luke's kit and the requirements to get him. I'm a bit lucky that I've been playing this game for a long time now. My patience is paying off. I need to gear up my tunes up still, but I have all of them at 7 stars. It's going to take me several months probably still to get the gear, and I'll probably spend a little bit of cash, but I will be a little bit proud of myself, and then I'll have a little bit of fun gearing him up and using him in the arena or wherever else he ends up being useful. So I do I appreciate feeling just a little bit of reward being a long-term player for this. I didn't go about preparing intensely, but I still have a bit of a challenge, and I'm not going to get him without a bit of work, but I am really excited. So for those players who are further out than they would like, well, I know this game is about choices, and you may have to choose between General Anakin Skywalker or Melech, and you may have to adjust your priorities if you want to get Jedi Luke sooner rather than later. But that's what this game is about. This game is about choices, and there's some luck involved, but you do have to choose where you focus. Or at times you can also choose to spend lots of money, which is also a choice I can appreciate, because it allows me and many others to continue to play this game. So some people will be disappointed that Jedi Luke Skywalker may not easily be able to beat the Galactic Legends Kylo and Rey. I mean, he is Luke Skywalker. He should be the best, right? Well, if you focused only on episodes 4 through 6, then yes. 1 through 3, no. Luke wasn't even born yet. And 7 through 9, again, I would say no. There may be some controversy with the movies as well, but Jedi Luke was not unbeatable by any means. His heart saved him more than anything else. It wasn't his Jedi strength that threw Emperor Palpatine down the shaft. And then we have Rey. Spoiler alert, Rey did beat Palpatine with Kylo's help, right? So I think from what I've seen so far, I think Jedi Luke his kit is well thought out. It lines up with Star Wars lore pretty well, and he shouldn't ruin the game too much, or any of the other existing characters. I am really super excited. Did I say that already? I'm really excited about the Empire Strikes Back being the theme for the event. I really hope CG has done a good job on it. We'll see in a couple days, I hope. On that note, AhnaldT, I will be expecting your video on the Jedi Luke unlock. I would even donate if I thought you needed me to. Let's get the excitement back, and let's at least enjoy this moment. If CG wants to burn the game to the ground after, then it's probably their loss. I'll keep happily playing and spending money now and then if they want to keep it alive. That's it. Like and subscribe. If enough people do, I guess I'll make more. I really just love this game, and I want to see it continue for many years to come. May the Force be with you.